Howdy, Kathleen here, the Countertop Diva. Let's take a look at how to add details to an event if you just didn't have time to add many details when you got it on your calendar, which we know happens sometimes. You're juggling nine things on your way to do a quota customer, somebody else calls, confirms an install date, and maybe you just got it on the calendar, but you didn't enter the details. When you have time, and I think a lot of times this is easier to do maybe when you get back and you're at your at a computer versus on your phone. Come and click on the event, choose the pencil to edit, and then you can start entering a lot of those details that are so critical. So, for example, we're going to want, an address, right? So we start typing in, maybe that's what it was. It was 326 South Seagull Road. Great. I do like to use that feature that's in Google where you use the auto lookup and then it will be mappable. So that ends up being really useful to your guys later on their way to the install. Now, there may be other details that you want to type into the notes field. What was the customer's name? Maybe it was Jennifer and Jennifer Lawrence and Bob. Um, maybe you want to add some notes that the team's going to need supports. Maybe there's a gate key, so you want to say gate key is whatever it is. So any notes that would be useful. Now you'll also notice you can also add attachments. So maybe you want to, show your team, hey, this is what the templater took. So let's go ahead and upload. Oh, look, I already have them there because I was just going through the test. So there they are, some recent ones, but I'm going to go through. Let's say those weren't there, the little cheaters. You go to upload and we're going to click browse. That's going to take me to my computer and I'm on my desktop, which is where I had saved those images. So I can click the first one and then hit the control key, holding the control key down, click the second one and click open. And now those images are getting uploaded and they're attached to this event. So no, that's maybe I've decided that's pretty much all I want to add at this point. I go ahead and click save. When I come back to that Lawrence Kitchen event and my team opens it later, all those details are there, including, they'll be able to take a look at those images. Now they can map the event as well. That's if you're using Google Calendar by itself. If you do decide to use the free SpeedFolder tool, I think it's even easier if you enter those details in SpeedFolder, because then when you come back to the event, notice everything that was added in SpeedFolder, including the details about the actual top, are all right there, already added. And also, I'm going to go ahead and click through to the job. You can add images right in SpeedFolder. So look at that. They've already added kind of the finished install pictures as well as the DXF file. So everything can be added right there. And I'm actually going to jump over to my phone and show you how that looks on the phone. Hold on. Okay, so here we are looking at my calendar again from my phone, and I'm going to go ahead and open the Boyer Kitchen template event that I had added but just didn't add any details. And again, you just click that pencil icon and you can add details just like I did before. Slight differences. To add notes, you come down to the description field, and I think it's a little, tougher, but I guess I'm just not very good at thumb typing. Supports needed. You can add the gate key, you know, whatever notes you have. Okay, I can still add a location, and I can even use the Google Maps to add that. All right, I'm done with that. I think adding attachments are a little bit clunky from the phone. I would encourage you to, as much as possible, if you're adding things to the event, I think it's easier to add attachments at the end of the day, but you might be better at it than me. I'm going to go ahead and click save. I did want to point out one sort of odd thing that can happen in Google Calendar. Notice that some of the events end up being a little screenshot of a map rather than the color. And that can sometimes be, I mean, it's nifty, but you can't really see enough of the map to be useful. And now I can't tell, is that a red or is that a green? So I like to turn off those illustrations. To get there, go up to the upper left-hand corner sandwich menu, scroll down to settings, click settings.
I'm going to click General up at the top, and we're looking for event illustrations, and there that is in the middle of my screen. I'm going to just uncheck event illustrations and then go back to my calendar, and now I don't have any of those, and I can see clearly which are my templates and which are my installs. Last thing I wanted to show you though is, although I do think it's clunky to use some of the event sort of in-depth features from the phone, SPEEDfolder makes it really simple. So actually, I'll stay where I was. I'm going to just open a job in SPEEDfolder and add or take photos right from there. So let's say I want to add this Walker master bath install. I'm going to click on the job. That's going to open up SPEEDfolder, and notice there's a camera right at the top there. I can either take a photo right here from my phone, or if I already took the photos and I just need to add a couple photos, I can click Photo Library. That's what I'm going to try. There are lots of pictures of my dog, my adorable dog, and a couple of pictures that I wanted to upload from the install I just did. I select those, I click Add, and those are now saving to the job, and there they are on my job. Super easy, I think, with SPEEDfolder, which is free. If you're finding these videos useful, please just hit subscribe in YouTube and you can stay on top of new content. Thanks.